Hello. I'm just getting sorted on my end. Can you hear me?
I can hear you good. How are you?
Doing fantastic about yourself.
I'm doing well, thank you. So, how's your day so far?
Day's going pretty good. I'm actually just recovering from a music festival I was working this past weekend called
Oh.
Ross Fest, and I was working with a band called Head with Wings, and
Hmm.
one of the vocalists is actually on this record, Multiplicity, and just getting out there, getting spring started, all that good stuff.
Sounds amazing, Andrew. So, Andrew, Multiplicity, your debut album is to be out on April 22nd. So, can you tell me a
April
bit
20,
about?
August 26th, August 26th.
Sorry, it's August 26th. I totally messed up. It's going to be out on August 26th. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and the production behind this album?
Okay, well, the songwriting is a collection of songs that I've written over the last 10 years, and it's varying in different subgenres of progressive metal. And you go into different styles, you go into the different lyrical themes that touch up on everyday themes from Stockholm Syndrome to you go into delusions of grandeur, you go into the socio-political commentary side of things and very different aspects of the lyrical side of things. And then musically, you teeter with the extreme metal side of things, you teeter with EDM, and you teeter with fusion and thrash and groove. And it's just the organized, chaotic bubble of different things coming together.
Amazing, amazing. And was there any particular concept that was put behind this album?
That was a combination of Michael, the vocalist, and myself. He wanted this whole Zen and Chaos theme, which has multiple representations, hence Multiplicity being the title of the debut record. Good and evil, yin yang, and as far as the lyrical aspect, that touches up on everyday life stuff that could relate to anybody. And the theme of this is pretty much the cycle of humanity. And it's a whole lot going on, man.
Sounds amazing. And talking about the cover art, it's a bit fascinating to look into the cover art. So, can you tell me what exactly was the real theme that was put behind the making of this cover art?
Okay, the cover art, that was a concept artist from Ringling College of the Arts by Darcy, and we had the Zen and Chaos theme in mind, and the left face is Zen and the right face, which has that more sinister grin, that's Chaos. And we wanted to have something that looked new age, meditative, and have that
Yeah.
haunting theme, haunting, dark theme at the same time.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And a few weeks back, you released your single Emotive Servitude video. So, a great video, amazing song that you have put up. So, can you tell
Thank you.
me a bit about the making of this video?
Well, the video itself is basically a history lesson mixed in with band footage, and the song meaning is about emotional manipulation. It touches up on the socio-political side of things as well as religion. And it's more so a cautionary tale of to be very careful of who you look up to as far as role models and leaders and the corporate interests and the technocrats that
Yep.
manipulate people's emotions and just the cycle of humanity as a whole. What happens when you let your emotions dictate your actions, like a witch hunt, pretty much.
Sounds great. And August 26th is a bit away. So, do you guys plan to make more videos in the coming months?
Friday the 13th, May 13th, 2022, we have our second single coming out called My Sweet Stockholm, and that's going to be the single that launches the pre-orders for Multiplicity.
Mhm.
Then we got another one coming out around July, and just slowly building up from there. Emotive Servitude is more so our foot in the door, just so people know who we are, and a little freebie single that we put out before the record comes out.
Mhm. Gotcha. And talking about the album again, Multiplicity, 12 track, amazing record, I have to say, to be honest. Great work from you guys, amazing progression. There's a bit of everything that was put behind this album. A great album, to be honest, for this year, I have to say, and a wonderful debut from you guys. So, as a band, how do you feel about the outcome of this album?
I feel like it's a great start for us, and we can't wait to share more. And I'm actually working on record number two right now with
Oh.
the Guitar Pro software. Right, that's how I write all my music. I put my ideas in Guitar Pro. I write the guitar parts and then go back and forth with the other collaborators for the project. And when we're done, we ship it off to our producer, mixer, and we work together in the studio and just going hard.
Amazing, amazing. And the band was formed back in 2018. So how has the musical journey been for you guys so far?
2018, quietly, it started off as a one-man project with myself and John Galloway, and we were just writing some music together. And I'm taking ideas that I've built up since I was a teenager and wanted to finally get something out there. Timing and everything, just I wanted to do it justice. So having the right people and getting the right vocalists and getting the right session musicians and guest musicians and everything else in between to make something worthwhile. You know what they say, you basically have a lifetime to build a debut record. So
Yeah.
I want to do it with not just the music, but with the videos and artwork and everything else in between. And then it's just a learning curve from here on out. Just see what works, see what doesn't work, and go on from there, persevere, all that good stuff.
Sounds great. And how does the band look into the future?
The band, we're looking forward to seeing what everyone thinks of this record and looking forward to doing some shows, looking forward to everything opening back up. Thank fuck.
Wonderful.
Fuck
And
COVID. Fuck COVID. We were going to put this out in 2020, but on one hand, fuck COVID for delaying the release. On the other hand, that gave us time to get music videos done and get PR and everything else sorted out, taken care of, and just the rest is history.
And how is the touring plan looks for you guys in the coming months?
Hopefully we can start getting something done around summer, fall, right around the time the album comes out or right before it comes out.
Sounds great. And you guys are working with Layered Reality Production in this album. So how is it like working with them, and how is the support you're getting from those guys?
The teammates at Layered Reality are fantastic people. I love their nonprofit method. I love their nonprofit method of just letting the artists do their thing and owning all of your masters, owning your publishing rights. That's huge for us. And it's a nice stepping stone for us learning how the label side of things and the business side of things work and seeing how everything unfolds from there. And you've got a solid team of people that support everything you do. And I highly recommend starting right there if you're curious about how the label side of things work, especially with certain labels, especially the bigger labels. They want you to already have everything number wise and all that other stuff. Whereas we're a new band, we may be a new band, but having the experience in other projects or whatever you do behind the scenes, that may not matter all that much. Every label's looking for something different, but Layered Reality overall, great stepping stone, great people.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And in this record, you brought a lot of guest musicians into the band. So how it's going to be in the future? Would you be doing more of bringing the guest musicians, or you just want to keep it with the band itself?
I'd like to still have some guest musicians, but at the same time, it was more of a necessity also with the first record, since the first record was pretty much Michael Calza and myself musically. I'm writing all the music, and then Michael Calza does all the lyrics and all of the vocals for that. And Phil did some guitar solos and Astroflexion and did some backing vocals. But other than that, the session and the guest musicians were just in this era a necessary thing to have at the time. But as far as what I have them on future records, I'd like to have a few guests and session musicians do some stuff in the future. But I also want to incorporate Kyle Sukal on the bass and Chris on the drums in the near future for future records.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And as you have started with your debut, so how is going to be in the future? Do you going to be doing more experimentation in your music, or there going to be a lot of changes in the band? So how is it going to be in the future?
We still want to push the progressive stuff as much as we can. We still want to have that organized chaos element at the same time. But with each release, we're going to do something a little different here and there. One record might be more industrial. One record might be more symphonic influenced, but we want to make sure that we put the song first and serve the song at the end of the day and not worry so much about what's popular, what's the trend, what is the now. The more people focus on train hopping and catching up with the trends, the quicker you're going to fall off and fall into irrelevancy. And I'd rather leave a legacy with the music than just worry about what's popular. Yeah,
Yeah.
take in new influences. That's what an artist does. Take in new influences, take in old influences and make it your own. But don't want to focus so much on what's popular and what's the thing to do now. You save that for the marketing. You save that for making the social media accounts and seeing what marketing aspect works. But then art, you just put your own thing in the art.
And any big dreams for the band?
Any what?
Big dreams for the band.
We want to play as many shows as possible. We want to play some festivals, Prague, Paris, 70,000 tons, Bloodstock, Vakken, so many different things we want to do.
So
I'd like to license the music too to some movies and video games.
yeah, that will be amazing. Awesome. And I know it's a bit early to ask you, but do you guys have any plans that to be on August 26th on the day of the release?
Okay, let me get that one more time.
On August 26th on the day of the release, do you have some plans for the day in particular?
Okay, well, releasing the record, and I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Alrighty. And how is going to be the release? Like, do you plan to make a release of LPs, bundle CDs, and what are some of the plans that you
We'll
have?
definitely have CDs. We'll definitely have a CD and shirt bundle. And right now, we're kind of staying away from vinyl because of the shortages that have been going on right now. And I know some people watching this might cry sacrilege at that idea right now. We want to do vinyl at some point, but we're a new band and we don't want to invest a shit ton of money into something that might not take off right away. So why not start small? Why not have a limited run of 300 to 500 copies of a CD and t-shirts, see how that does. And then if that does well, then the rest will come in time.
Amazing, amazing, Andrew. And Andrew, what would be the message that you want to give to the people who are new to APEIRON Bound and for the existing fans?
We hope you like what we put out, and we look forward to playing some shows in the future, putting out some more music and connecting with everyone that gives us a chance.
Amazing, amazing. And Andrew, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this opportunity to have this wonderful interview with you. And it's a pleasure to meet you. And thanks for putting an amazing album, Multiplicity, this year. A great record. I believe a lot of people enjoy the progressiveness metal that you're giving to the world. And thanks for that. And I wish you and the entire band all the best in the coming days.
All right, thank you very much, and wishing you the best as well with your show.
Thank you. You have a good day ahead. Take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too.